when as humans we are being faced with any danger, our threat response are being activated, and this threat response is quite complex, and it includes the physical and also emotional responses. So initially the sympathetic nervous system will be activated in us, and then that will mean that we will feel the adrenaline rush. And then because of that, we're gonna be in a state of high alertness. So at this point, we will only focus on that immediate danger, and we will discredit other perceptions, everything else. And in addition to that, we might not be able to feel, for example, hunger or pain. We might not even notice that maybe we're bleeding somewhere because we're gonna be so preoccupied with that threat that is in front of us. And in addition to those physical symptoms, we might feel extreme fear and anger. All these changes in attention, perception, emotions, arousal are very normal responses that we should have in any situation when there's a threat, because that then keeps us safe, keeps us alive in situations when there's a danger. Then we could also ask ourselves a question: so why then people they suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder? Why people they suffer from trauma? So one of the explanations for that, it might be that their traumatic reactions happen when we resist, but there's no desirable response to that. When we try to escape, but we cannot escape, so we feel trapped. So at this point, when we try to defend ourselves, for example, but we cannot do it, maybe we feel trapped, our self-defense system feels really confused and disorganized, and that leads to the elements of the normal response to threat being activated, at least to an extent, even after the danger is over. This means that the traumatic event has lasting and significant impact on our physical arousal, emotions, cognitions, and even memories, even after the trauma has finished. What is also very specific about the post-traumatic stress disorder is that normally our systems of emotions, the physical arousal, memory, cognitions, they work in integration. So let's say when we feel cold, we're just gonna go and get dressed. Maybe when we feel upset about something, we're gonna think that maybe I just need to talk about it to someone. When we feel hungry, we're gonna go and eat something. However, when someone's actually suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, they might notice that those different systems, they don't work together as much as they used to. And that's why sometimes people who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, they might be, cooking, and they might cut their finger, but they might actually not notice that they did this until at least they actually see the blood on the finger. And this is because the systems are disintegrated. And sometimes it might happen that someone who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, they might be triggered by something, and instantly they might feel this extreme anger, but they might not be able to attach this anger to specific event from the past, for example. On the other hand, we might have also someone who's suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, and they have very clear memories of what has happened to them, but they don't attach any emotions towards those events. So there's again disintegration. The lack of integration of the trauma memories with, for example, emotions has been actually called past dissociation. And sometimes it might seem that the person who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder, they behave as if they have been disconnected from their nervous system. So we might have, for example, a war veteran who every time he hears, for example, fireworks, responds to them as if he was still on the battlefield. That will be it for today, and if you enjoyed this video, then please like it, subscribe, and make sure you're gonna hit that notification bell, so every time when I upload a new video, new short, you're gonna be notified, so you're not gonna miss out on any of this really interesting content. And I'm gonna see you in the next one then. Thank you. Bye bye.